Hey guys, this is Joe with Lone Wolf Paintball. I'm about to go over all the details of our red, white, and blue game. Alright, first off, this is going to be the 6th year of the red, white, and blue game. The very first year was in 2011. The game's steadily grown each year, getting a lot of traction from the players. Everybody always has a real great time out there. So we're definitely looking forward to hosting the 6th year of this. Should be the biggest and best edition of the red, white, and blue so far. The game's going to be on Sunday, July 10th. It's going to be out at Lone Wolf Paintball in Metamora. If anyone's played out there before, they'll certainly tell you we've got a great terrain out there. Real cool setup. Forts, towers, hills, valleys, big creek that runs through the center, so it makes it a perfect setup for a big scenario game. They have a couple different villages, things like that set out there, so it'll certainly be real fun for you guys. As far as the actual format of the game, we run 3 separate teams: red team, white team, and a blue team. Everybody will have their own individual bases and respawn points. That'll be assigned. Everything will be mapped out for you guys. But the basic premise be 3 different teams battling each other, so a little bit more unique than other scenario games. Usually it's just 2 different teams out there, one team versus the other. So it does definitely add in a little bit different dynamic having 3 different teams out there. So you don't got to worry about more than just one opponent. But kind of the basic structure, each team will have their own base, which is their spawn point. And then throughout the woods there'll be different flag stations located. Each flag station is going to have a red flag, a white flag, and a blue flag at it. When the game starts out in the beginning of the morning, all the flags will be down, and as play begins, you'll start making your way through the woods. There'll be some small objectives to try and complete, and most importantly, you'll get a lot of points from taking over flag stations. You come up to a flag station, you'll hang the color of your team's flag on there. You guys will automatically earn points for that, for taking over the flag stations. Referees will report it up to the scorekeepers, and throughout the day, whenever that flag changes colors, that team will be awarded a point. We also get points for eliminations, and as bodies are walking off, the guys will be keeping track of that. So we'll be keeping score of the points based on flag takeovers, eliminations, things like that. Each one of your generals will start out with a certain amount of dollars. You guys can purchase special weapons, helicopter attacks, airstrikes, things like that. The biggest and best would be the nuke. Costs a lot of money and somewhat difficult to execute, but if you can, it'll score your team a whole ton of points. But yeah, so it ends up being real fun. Multiple different objectives, flag stations, weapons, all that type of stuff you guys can check out. As I mentioned, each team will have a general. We got 3 awesome generals out there. First off, leading the red team is going to be Shawn Jean, coming from the Great White North of Canada. He'll be bringing down the entire Empire Army with him. Those guys are very well known in all the different scenario games. You'll see them in all the biggest games out there. Empire Army is always very recognizable. Guys bring a ton of experience and whatnot to scenario games, which is definitely crucial. The white team is going to be led by John Reeves of the PBFit. He's a real experienced player. Has a lot of experience with big games as well. He's played a lot of the stuff over in Europe and Germany. They have some real big games over there. He's actually a member of the United States Air Force, and was stationed over in Germany for a long time. So played a lot of big scenario games over there. John's real active in the tournament scene as well. He's a very well-rounded player. Brings some military background with him as well as a ton of paintball background. Real great guy to work with. Well, he'll be a great team leader. And then last but not least, we have Jake Williams of Team Insanity, who will be leading the blue team out there. Team Insanity, again, is one of those other groups of guys you'll see at tons of scenario games, shooting video, playing, things like that. They have a real big YouTube following, so it'll be interesting to see all the guys that Jake will bring out there. Those three guys going at it. I know they're all very excited to win, so it's going to be a great time having them out there. You guys can sign up and pre-register. That'll be the next thing. When you guys sign up and pre-register, you'll be able to pick if you want to be on the red team, the white team, or the blue team. So you guys can sign up. LoneWolfPaintball.com. We'll have a link right here in this video, so you guys can go right to the pre-registration page. You'll select what team you want to be on, either the red team for Shawn Jean and the Empire Army, the white team for John Reeves from the PBFit, and then Jake Williams will be leading the blue team from Team Insanity. You guys will select specifically what team you want to be on. That way you can start kind of talking to your generals in advance and getting buddies together, do the social media posts, trying to get other players to join your guys' team. On the event that day, the event will be Sunday, July 10th, as mentioned, Lone Wolf Paintball in Metamora. You guys are going to can start checking in as early as 8 a.m. in the morning. That's when gates will open, start getting checked in, everything like that, getting loaded up, getting together with your other teammates. As soon as you guys check in, you'll get your team tag, so everybody will know what team you're on, and you can find your other teammates that way. By 9:30, we'll be doing the orientation, doing a rules briefing, getting everybody caught up to speed, and then we'll be starting games right at 10. Normally we play for the first 3 hours of the day, usually right about 1 o'clock. We take a lunch break, start games back up around 1:45, 2 o'clock, and usually end up playing until about 5, and that's when we announce the winner out there. For the most part, other than that, that gives a pretty basic overview. Like I said, the biggest thing, you definitely want to pre-register so you can get on exactly what team you want in advance. Pre-registration price would be $20 per person. That includes your admission for the entire day, all your air refills, and it does include rental equipment if you guys need it as well. That works out pretty well. If you got some new buddies and everything like that are interested in coming out, it'd be an awesome day. You don't have to be an experienced player by any means to, jump in on one of these scenario games. Like I said, we got some great generals that'll be good leaders and put some organization to it. So you guys just aren't, running around without any type of plan. But, the fields are real big, so it is inviting for experienced guys and, new players as well. So it will be a great day. Like I said, rental equipment is included in that $20 pre-registration price. So if anybody needs it, they can take advantage of that. If you guys do decide just to show up on the day of, if you're not sure you can make it might be a last-minute decision, you can definitely walk on the day of. It does cost an extra $10, so it would be $30 per person if you just wanted to walk on and sign up that day. So you guys can definitely do that. Just if you walk on, you'll be automatically assigned a team based on what the current numbers are. So that way all 3 teams are fair. Everybody has we'll have the same amount of players or real close to it. So, it won't be lopsided by any means. But like I said, certainly recommended to get your guys' pre-registration in. This is a field paint only event as well. Paint will be purchased right at the field on the day of play. 20 for $500, 35 for $1,000, 65 for $2,000. We'll be using the Empire Paintballs out there. Always shoots great. Whatnot, Empire Paintball, GI Sports, one of the big sponsors of the game. We'd definitely like to say thank you to those guys as well for doing that for us. But other than that, you guys can go through, check out. We got tons of photos on our Facebook from the past 5 years of the game. A lot of cool videos on our YouTube channel as well, so you guys can see some footage, get a good idea of what's going on and things like that. But definitely look forward to seeing everybody out there for the red, white, and blue game. Again, Sunday, July 10th. Usually we end pre-registration the Wednesday before the game, so make sure if you do want to pre-register to guarantee your team and save you $10 on admission, make sure you get it done by the Wednesday before the event. That way we have time to get everybody's team tags and check-ins ready and all that. So if you do have any other questions, feel free to give us a shout in the office, 586-463-9500, or go around at lonewolfpaintball.com. We got all the other info, locations, addresses, prices, again, links to the pre-registration, and we look forward to seeing everybody there. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you out there Sunday, July 10th for the 6th annual Red, White, and Blue game.